Check out carmarshal.com. The link is in the description. They help support us.
A Wheeler County teenager says officers beat him because of the color of his skin after he was stopped by the sheriff.
The sheriff's office has a different take. Zach Merchant breaks down what we know.
Supporters gathered outside Cameron Brockington's home, and inside, the teenager claimed he was the victim of police brutality. He said it started after Wheeler County Sheriff Randy Rigdon stopped him as he was walking home Monday night.
He asked for my name, but I ain't give it to him because I ain't do nothing wrong.
Brockington says he began to walk away, and soon after, 3 officers arrived. He says those officers beat him while taking him into custody.
Like, once they had me in the handcuffs, beating my head on the road, I thought I was gone, so I was just scared.
Brockington says the officers hit him repeatedly, and on Thursday, Special Agent in Charge Scott Whitley said the GBI is investigating the officers' use of force. This is the Wheeler County Sheriff's Office here behind me. We asked the sheriff and his chief deputy if they'd like to talk on camera. They declined, citing the GBI's ongoing investigation, but they did provide us with a written statement. And in it, Sheriff Rigdon says that Brockington smelled of marijuana and alcohol. The sheriff wrote that the teen, quote, fought the officers. Now, Brockington admits to walking away, but says he never fought back.
The far as I got was my hands and my knees, and that's when I was getting kneed in the side.
Sheriff Rigdon also wrote that EMS personnel on the scene decided that Brockington did not need medical treatment, but the next morning he went to a Vidalia hospital for stitches and staples. Brockington says he wouldn't have been injured.
So it wouldn't have went down like that.
In Wheeler County, Zach Merchant.
Brockington faces 4 counts of obstruction of an officer and 1 count for drug possession. Brockington's family is asking for the officers and the sheriff to be removed from their jobs.
The GBI's investigation began today. When it's complete, evidence will be turned over to District Attorney Tim Vaughn, who will decide how to proceed with the case.
Georgia police violently beat teenager for refusing to give his name. Georgia, supporters gathered outside Cameron Brockington's home chanting, "Justice for Cam." Inside, the Wheeler County teenager claimed he was the victim of police brutality. He said it started after Wheeler County Sheriff Randy Rigdon stopped him as he was walking home Monday night. "He asked for my name," said Brockington. "But I ain't give it to him because I ain't do nothing wrong." Brockington said he began to walk away, and soon after, 3 other officers arrived. The teen claims those 3 beat him while taking him into custody. "Once they had me in the handcuffs, they beat my head on the road," he said. "I was just scared." According to Brockington, officers hit him repeatedly. On Thursday, Special Agent in Charge Scott Whitley said the GBI is investigating the officers' use of force. "We asked the sheriff and his chief deputy if they'd like to talk on camera. They declined, citing the GBI's ongoing investigation. However, they did provide us with a written statement. In it, Sheriff Rigdon said that Brockington smelled of marijuana and alcohol when he was stopped, and fled when he was asked to stay put. The sheriff added that the teen fought the officers. Brockington admitted to walking away and says he did have alcohol and a small amount of marijuana with him. The teen said he hadn't smoked it yet, but had consumed some of the alcohol. However, he said he never fought the officers. "The farthest I got was my hands and my knees," said Brockington. "That's when I was getting kneed in the side." Sheriff Rigdon also wrote that EMS personnel on the scene decided that Brockington did not need medical treatment. However, the next morning, he went to a Vidalia hospital and received stitches and staples for his injuries. Brockington said he wouldn't have been injured if he wasn't black. "If I was a white 16-year-old, it wouldn't have went down like that," said Brockington. Sheriff Rigdon says Brockington faces 4 counts of obstruction of an officer and 1 for drug possession. Brockington's family is asking for the officers and the sheriff to be removed from their jobs. The GBI's investigation began Thursday. When it's complete, evidence will be given to District Attorney Tim Vaughn, who will decide how to proceed with the case.
County, this is Sheriff of County COPWATCH, and I wanted to explain what fair use is. You can use pieces of news articles if you're doing it for news reporting, you have commentary, and you're doing it for education purposes. So that's what fair use is, as you can see right here. Another reason why I wanted to make this video is to let you know I have just joined with Patreon. A nice thing with Patreon, I make no money on YouTube. They took the money away years ago. And so this is another way to give, and it's a nice thing too, because you can give monthly. You can give $1, $5, $10, whatever. I do 4 to 5 hours a day on trying to wake the sheeple up on how corrupt it is and different ways that you can fight the corruption. So Patreon is a way that you can do it, and then of course the old way is still there. Donate to Sheriff County Cop Watch with PayPal or credit card. So keep that in mind. 4 to 5 hours a day. I make no money, but the corruption happened to me and I'm sick of it, so I'm trying to wake people up. But my wife would love it if some, if we could get some help out there. There's 47,000 subscribers. Just think if each one of you subscribers just gave a, let's say, actually, yes, $1 a month. 47,000 subscribers gave $1 a month. That would be awesome. That's not going to happen. But anyways, that would be great if it did happen. But do the math in your head. Just think about it. Like I said, 4 to 5 hours a day. I get no money from YouTube. YouTube has gone nuts. You can't do anything anymore. They're taking the money away everywhere. So these are a couple different ways that you can still help out with all this time that I put in. And as you know, I'm in a special situation where, at least I can do it. 4 to 5 hours a day. We have a cleaning company during the day. That's what allows me to do this, and we're debt free. So this is my hobby. I don't go fishing and all that other crap. I try to save the world. So help me out to make the wife happy, man. In fact, if you guys did give $1 a day, and there was 47,000 of you, and you did it, and each of you gave $1, and that was every month, oh my God, yes, I could quit. I could start suing them. Another idea too that we have is, if I got, some funds, we could actually contact everyone that has been ticketed and or arrested and put in jail and start sending them postcards to let them know we're here, and to see if everything went all right, and if it didn't, find out their story. So we could even do more investigations and more lawsuits. Lawsuits take money. So just think about that. 47,000 of you so far right now. $1 a day. $1 a month on Patreon, or $5 a month Patreon, 10, 20, whatever. Just do the math in your head. Help out. This is a lot of work every single day. Thanks.